Okay, hello and welcome back to some more F1 2021 My Team. Today you join me for round 14 of Season 7. It could be the final round where there's any competition for the championship. After having a look at the standings, Stroll is currently 45 points behind. So for him to have any chance in the championship, he needs to finish at least P2 if we win this race. I believe it's P2 with fastest lap will definitely keep him in. And P2 will keep him in if I don't get fastest lap. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, going into qualifying, there's not too much to say about qualifying here. You just need to push the car to the limits. Nowhere to, where you can sort of kind of cut corners, like the last couple of corners where you can just keep it hugged left and hope for the best. Oh, this isn't good. We've been held up by Norris. We're being held up by Norris. And we're going to have to go the long way round into turn 9, which is really not good for us. I mean, we're still purple sector 1, a lot faster than our previous lap time, but Norris has not helped out one bit there. Green sector 2, which is still good. It's better than our current time, which is good. We're in P22. I always set a banker lap just in case I have like an engine issue or something. DRS enabled, hugging the car all the way to the left and across the line to take P9. Which isn't awful, but Norris, I hate you.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7 mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if of course the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. It's just about time to go to the track for the beginning of the race, but before we do, Anthony Davidson, what types of strategy do you think we can expect for today's event?
Well, there's a lot that both the driver and the team have to keep in mind when going into a race. The tyres, fuel, energy recovery systems, the list goes on and on. But I think the key to today's victory will come down to the pit stop strategy. Come in too soon and you might find yourself needing more than one stop. Too late and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by spending longer on worn tyres.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Lance Stroll yesterday puts him on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Tsunoda, Perez, Max Verstappen and Giovinazzi, Russell, Ocon, Reed and Pierre Gasly, Norris, Sainz and Guan Yu Zhou and Eilert, Schwartzman, Hamilton, Nicholas Latifi and Kimi Raikkonen, Tigtum, Aitken, Mazepin and Nobuharu Matsushita. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay then, P9, not a great start. Stroll is ahead of us, I believe, which is also not great. Now, turn 1 here is an interesting one. It's 2 quick corners, a left-hander and then a right-hander. Yeah, which is also downhill. So, possible dives, unlikely. We'll see what happens. Turn 1 could be chaotic, soft to medium as always. Hopefully we won't get any damage, and yeah, let's just get into it. Okay then, in P9 on the grid here in Brazil. We are underway for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, shifting straight up into 3rd gear for the grid. Ocon getting blocked by his teammate Russell, Giovinazzi ahead of us. A little bit of contact, Leclerc and Tsunoda off the track. Leclerc has just ridden Tsunoda into turn 1. I just quickly wanted to interrupt and take a couple of seconds of your time to just thank you for all the support. I've just hit 4,000 subscribers, which is insane, as well as 500,000 video views in total. Now, 200,000 of them were on one short, but I don't care. 500,000 views is a lot of people, and I just wanted to say thank you for supporting me the whole way. And yeah, it's really insane that people actually watch me play a game. Like, genuinely watch and like watching me play the game. It's insane. Thank you. I won't take any more of your time. Let's get back to the race. Well, so obviously, safety car's been deployed after that monstrosity. Now, it doesn't show it here, but I can feel that I don't 100% have wing damage. I hit into the back of Giovinazzi, not purposefully. Obviously, he broke a lot more than he probably should have for turn 1 after that whole incident.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the
So,
end of this lap.
I'm going to box this lap. Possible wing change. However, sometimes you get these things where there's no actual damage, like, that can get replaced. But there is damage that you can feel, but then after a pit stop it goes away. It's really weird. It might be a tyre thing. I've never actually thought that. It might be to do with the tyres, but I think it's just the wing and then it gets like reset slightly. I'm not too sure. We'll see. We might even have a front wing change. But we are then going to have to run Brazil, a high tyre wear track, for 18 laps or 17 laps of racing. Not 17 laps of racing. For like 15 laps of racing on a set of mediums. But we'll see what happens. I'm never going to use a hard set of tyres normally. For obvious reasons, they're slower, less grip. Yeah, they have more wear or more like durability, but it's not really important. Tsunoda also coming in. Leclerc out of the race. Not a great pit stop, not as good as last race with that cheeky 1.8, but a 2.6
Up to speed now.
is decent.
Let's
There was
get some
no
heat
wing.
into those tyres.
There was no wing change, but I can already feel the car feels a lot better. So I think it was this ghost damage, which is like it doesn't show as wing damage. Jeff doesn't say it's wing damage. You can't see it's wing damage, but you can definitely feel a lack of downforce. But anyways, at the end of lap 2, the safety car is coming in right behind Masashita in P20. We're going to have a great launch towards the line. Across the line we go to start lap 3. Go racing again down the inside of Mazepin and Masashita. Oh, cheeky into turn 1. We've gained 2 positions already. We've lost a little bit of time to Tixum ahead of us. That's not too big a deal because he will be held up. I can almost guarantee it. But if we see what's going to happen ahead, there's no real contact or anything. But we have already caught back up to Tixum. So that is good news. Heading through towards turn 7 and now into turn 8. A heavy braking zone down the inside of Tixum. We go. Are we past? I'm not too sure. He's still alongside us through turn 8. So turn 9, sorry. But into turn 10, we're going to outbrake him and go ahead. Hamilton and Aitken battling ahead into turn 4. The 2 Mercedes powered cars side by side. Raikkonen and Latifi as well having a little bit of a tussle.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris.
Yeah, Jeff, I know there's been an incident on track. I just witnessed it.
And there are no plans for a safety car right now.
Bloody hell. At the end of lap 4, heading through turn 12 now, breaking down into 3rd gear. Oh, Aitken, a little bit slippery there, mate. Okay, that's great for us, because we're going to go around the outside of turn 15, that long banked corner, and to go across the line, start lap 5 in P16.
Stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Latifi ahead of us. Hamilton got past Latifi, and so has Raikkonen. Latifi obviously going a lot slower than them. Whether that be a more used set of tyres, I'm not too sure. We set a purple sector 1 on these mediums and a green sector 2. A little bit late to the DRS, but it's not a big deal. Around the outside into turn 1 on Latifi, leaving just enough room. Down into turn 1 we go. We are through and ahead into P15 at the start of lap 6, and we also nabbed this DRS. Hamilton, Raikkonen battling ahead. Okay, Hamilton is past Raikkonen. At the end of lap 6, through turn 12 now, we're going to see what we can do. We'll have DRS on Raikkonen, he'll have DRS on Hamilton, so it won't be too much of a help, but we will have the slipstream, we will have the ERS, and we will have the engine power advantage down into turn 1. We're not going to have a look there, we're going to play it safe. We don't need to get past, everyone has to pit. His teammate battling ahead with my teammate into turn 4. That's great fun for us. Around the outside of Kimi Raikkonen and into turn 4 ourselves, just like Lance did not too long ago. Very nice. Up into P14, Lewis Hamilton ahead now. P13, that's really unrealistic for Hamilton, he's way too far up. Oh. Yellow flag
Okay,
behind.
clear.
Sorry about that, Hamilton.
Some information on
Latifi's
Latifi.
out.
They're
Okay.
retiring from the race.
I think that's an engine issue, yeah. Again, I don't hate Lewis Hamilton. It's just a joke. So keep your hair on, mate. Anyways, on Lewis Hamilton now. DRS around the outside. The same place with the Latifi, but a bit earlier. Purple Sector 3, once again, an insanely quick lap of a 107. Callum Ilott ahead of us now in that Alfa Romeo. His first season in Formula 1. In fact, he won't even have completed the whole season. Oh my days, that was shocking.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag ahead. What is going on
There's
here?
an incident in the next part of the track.
Oh,
Overtaking through the yellow
Jesus.
flags.
Wow. On board with Stroll then, side by side with Perez into turn 6 and 7. Oh my god, he just ripped his wheel off and sent it flying into a what? Was that a Red Bull? Perez goes wide, gets spun, and Verstappen just pushes him into a wall. Ouch. That's not. Oh wow, okay. On board with Verstappen then. Verstappen just smacks into the back of Perez and gets sent absolutely flying. Oh, this is insane. Ocon now. Let's see what Ocon does. Okay, Ocon actually survived. Oh, wow. Oh. Ocon survived. Gasly, unfortunately, not so lucky, I don't believe. I don't know what he just did there. That was very silly. Sainz as well. Oh, that was a good view of the crash. That was an insane view of the crash. Russell, what's Russell going to... Oh, Russell went right underneath him. Alright, let's go for an exterior camera view. So here we go. He crashes just about now into the back of Perez and sends both of them off the track. And he just gets rear-ended by someone. I think it was a bit of Gasly and a bit of Russell in that Ferrari. Well, this is surprisingly great for me because I was quite close behind already. And now, most people, if they had any sort of form of brain...
race has ended.
I know, Jack. I know. I saw the incident, bro. We'll pull into the pits. Everyone has Stroll in the pits as well. He does have fastest lap, so the way it's looking, there is a chance. Oh, there is a chance. No, Zhou's out ahead of him. Okay. Oh, I think Stroll might have some wing damage. Good for him. Get fucked. Take my teammate out of the race, you dickhead.
Approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
That was a bit too close. If my calculations are correct, safety car should come in at the end of lap 11, which is this lap.
Okay, the
there we
safety
go.
car is coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car is in the pit lane.
Alrighty, so we're going to back up the grid, warm our tyres up a little bit, because I haven't actually been doing that. And we'll just get underway. Tsunoda in P2, Ocon P3, Norris P4, Schwartzman P5, Stroll absolutely nowhere to be seen. Which is great for us, because the way it stands, we're going to win the championship here as we go back to racing. Tsunoda behind us on the left-hand side of the track. Into turn 1 we go now, turning in nice and early, making sure we get through that corner. Again, turn 2, through the left-hander of 3, and Tsunoda is not too far back, but it's not looking good. There's 6 laps remaining, 6 full laps remaining. We'll just have to try and produce a gap between us and them. Hopefully they'll battle it out, and yeah, who knows, but hopefully we can just stay alive. At the end of lap 13, I think Tsunoda and Ocon had a bit of a tussle and have pushed each other so far back
DRS has been
that
enabled.
there's now a
DRS is
3-second gap
enabled.
between me and between them, which is really nice because now we can just relax. Obviously I don't want to get too cocky and just not do anything and just drive slow, but I don't need to be foot to the floor all day, every day, all the time. I can make some mistakes like I just almost made there in turn 4, and that's fine because it doesn't matter, because they're 3.5 seconds behind me. Kimi Räikkönen out of the session for some reason, probably engine malfunction, whatever. Okay, at the end of lap 16, heading on to lap 17, Ocon and Norris have caught up a little bit. Obviously, we have some... There we go, yeah, their rubber's starting to wear in now. They're getting to the good stuff, and we're getting to the not good stuff, because we've been running these tyres for 16 laps consecutively, and with the 25% race distance tyre wear thing, that's a lot of tyre wear, that's a lot of time, that's the whole race. spent on these tyres. Ocon within DRS reach of us now. Really not good for us, but we'll see what can happen. Who knows? On the final lap, then into turn 4, Ocon on our left, going for a move. He's gone past us. Ocon is past us on the last lap of the race. I don't think it will affect the championship, but Ocon has sped past us and will possibly take the win here in Brazil. The tyres just weren't working. I had to take that pit in case of wing damage, and it did not work, which is really... Oh my God! Ocon's lights flashing. He's got no ERS. He's used up all his ERS. Oh, baby. Come on, bring it to me. Yes! It's here in Brazil. The checkered flag raised. We take the win, and with that comes the championship. It's been a long-fought battle.
Fantastic drive, and it means your driver's world champion. What a result. Enjoy it.
We've had issues, we've had DNFs, we've had engine issues with Perez, we've had Perez just messing everything up, but we have done it. We take the championship.
The celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times,
I'm really
but as
tired.
any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything
go.
but simple. There's no
Spin that
counting them
car,
down then.
baby.
We have a new World
Yeah,
Drivers'
get those
Champion.
tyres warm.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Taking care of the car was absolutely vital today. It's been obvious all weekend that the pace was there, but look at the attrition rate we've had. They would have been very concerned about any minor anomaly towards the latter stages of this Grand Prix.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Well, there you have it. P1 25 points from grid slot number 9 to take the championship in Brazil. Lance Stroll ended up finishing P6. He needed to get 8 less points than me. That's all he could get. 8 less points. And unfortunately for him, he got a lot more than that. Like 17 less points. Yeah, that works. Sure. Yeah, 17 less points. So, we take the championship. We finish off the Sao Paulo Grand Prix in style. A final straight overtake. He had no ERS. You could see that light flashing. He had absolutely none. He must have used it up all on that lap, trying to just keep me at bay. And unfortunately for him, it did not pay off. So, that sucks. Looking at the standings then, P2 is still in contention for both Tsunoda and Stroll, so they'll be battling that out in the next 2 races. Is there any other... Oh, P5, Lando and Max Verstappen, only 3 points behind each other. So we'll see what happens there. But at that top spot is our name, and we have won. What a race. That collision, I think it was like lap 7, was insane. I don't know what happened, but a Red Bull went flying. So Red Bull does give you wings. And all of that good stuff. Oh. I can be calm and relaxed now for the next 2 races because I've won the championship. Oh, I do like it when that happens. Anyways, thank you for watching. Oh, hang on. No, before that, can we mention turn 1? Lap 1, turn 1. Leclerc and Tsunoda. Leclerc went over the top of Tsunoda. Or it might have been the other way around, I can't remember, it was a while ago. They went over the top. They went over the top. Over the top. Anyways, that's enough of that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, obviously like and subscribe. I don't normally ask because I don't like being told when I'm watching YouTube to like and subscribe. But if you do enjoy it, please do. And I hope to see you next time for the last 2 races. Starting off with Australia next time. See you then.